So I just wanted to share with you guys the little mishap that happened. I filmed my grocery like shop with me thing on my phone, and I have no way to put, and then I came home and I used my camera in order to film the actual grocery haul. So I had to separate the two because I have no way to actually combine the two because my computer doesn't have enough storage space in order to do that. I'm getting myself a cup of coffee. So I just wanted to share with you, that is why things are separated. My plan was to try to put it all together, but you know, life doesn't always happen the way that we want to do it. So you get two separate videos. So I hope you all are blessed by both of them. Okay, we are back. So I feel like I did pretty good today. There are a lot of things that went up quite a bit. Let me see if I can get better light. There. There are a lot of things that went up in price, but I also found a lot of good deals. I'm going to save my biggest deal for last. I think that you saw some of it, but I don't know how much you actually saw that I got because I got quite a bit. So let's go over in detail what I have here and some plans that I have for the food here. So I'm going to start, let's do the small stuff and then I'll go over the meats that I got last. And I think that the meats are a good way for me to share with you how I'm able to like stretch my budget and spend my budget. And even before we grew animals, that's kind of how I did things. So my grocery budget is $1,750, and that would be $150. Is that right? Goodness, it has been a long day. Been up since 6. I think it's almost 5 now. I'm not quite sure. Just got in the door. Been lots of driving. I've had 3 cups of coffee today, which is super exciting. And I still feel tired. But what's going to end up happening is I'll try to go to bed tonight, and then I won't be able to go to sleep because I had too much coffee. So I will share with you what we are getting. I am planning on, January is very iffy as far as if I can get to the city or not, because the way the roads are in January, a lot of times we don't get too much snow until January, and then January we get quite a few storms, and if we get enough storms, then that road is like impassable, maybe only for a couple hours, could be for a full day. That's happened before as well. So why go 2 hours on a road that you have to go like 30 miles an hour on? Yeah, not really my thing. So I think we have a plan for possibly going back February, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to show you what I got. Okay, so we had 0 of this no sugar ketchup, and this no sugar ketchup actually only has 1 carb. So we switched all of our ketchup over to this no sugar ketchup because it only has 1 carb. Then I don't have to figure out whose ketchup is who. And the price is just a little bit more expensive. Not super much. So I got 2 things of the dill pickles. These were a lot less expensive. I got these mayonnaise, 6 of those. You already saw that. We grabbed 5 of these sugar in the raws. We grabbed 10 of this almond flour, trying to transition over to mainly almond flour. We want to make our own almond flour. My daughter actually made almond milk before, and then she used the pulp from that to make some recipes. So I'd like to try to do some of that, but we're not at that point yet. So let's see. We have the peanuts. I got 4 things of peanuts. We got 10 things of the coconut oil back here. I showed you the difference in price there as well from Walmart to Sam's Club. What a huge difference in price. Shelled walnuts. I was actually like almost out of all my nuts and I didn't even realize that. So I'm just trying to restock those areas. Shelled walnuts. Pecan halves. I thought I had 1 more of those. Maybe I only got 2. I'll have to double check. That Almond Hammer that got more expensive than I wish it was. Almond butter, got 4 of those. We got 8 string cheeses all together. I got 2 of those mozzarellas, 2 sour creams, and then 8, wait for it, yes, the children helped. Can you tell? My daughter, who is 3, decided to help with yogurt. So I put it here upside down, and what I'll do is I'll just put that in a separate container. It pretty much cracked. Doesn't look like any dirt or anything got in there. So yeah, 5-second rule, right? I'll just kind of scrape everything off and throw it in a different container and then we'll be fine. Okay. So, creamers, we got 6 of the creamers. These are half and halves. The 3 almond milks, there's 3 boxes, half gallons in here of the almond milks. I got 2 of these American cheeses. Mostly we do not eat this cheese. Mainly we would use other types of cheeses, but I am keeping that out. My husband sometimes likes that, and if we do like grilled cheeses, then we might have that kind of cheese there. But I don't know. I just got it. It is super cheap there compared to any place near us, so that's what I got. I ended up getting 10 of these 3 cheese blends here, and we will be dividing this out and writing dates on all of the cheeses and things so we know, okay, this day we're gonna have these. I'll mark all of this. Last month I showed how I did that, but basically I'm just taking a permanent marker and I'm going to write down on this each week. Each week we'll get 1 bag of this, and there's an extra bag for once a month. So usually like the extra bag might be that little extra in order to make some freezer meals, and the rest of these, this would be 2 months worth of cheese. Same with the string cheese, 2 months worth. Same with the mozzarella, 2 months worth. And the Greek yogurt would be a month at least. And the half and halves would be a month at least. So, we got 2 celeries here. Then we got the tomatoes. Actually, there's only like 2 of us, maybe 3 that like tomatoes. So me and my daughter love tomatoes, so we like to have those. I ended up finding these at Walmart for markdown, so they were like $1 an avocado. I know that everyone can get those cheaper. I keep seeing all these things where it's so cheap. The other day, I was watching Ozark Family Homestead, and actually I was listening to it while I was working on something. I was working on a quilting project, and I heard how cheap her avocados were, and I was like, oh, I want to come get her avocados. Anyway, for us, that is cheap. They were $1 a piece, so I got 4 bags of those. I got 2 bags of these cuties. Cuties are 9 carbs, so that's a perfect snack for a sweet pea. We got a bunch of bananas. We got some of these peppers. Some of these peppers, I have some butternut squash still left from our garden, and I want to make a big pot of butternut squash soup. And yeah, so I like to have peppers in that, and I'll just make a big pot and then we'll eat it for a couple days. So romaine hearts, I normally get the organic ones, but I have not been able to get enough lettuce. It's just ridiculous, but it's not ridiculous. I mean, I'm not growing it, so it can't be that ridiculous. Anyway, I thought it was a decent price. These were like $3.96, I want to say, for those. So I ended up getting 5 of those. Just 1 broccoli. I got 2 of these big bags of broccoli. There's 4 bags in it. And then 1 of the riced cauliflower. I got 2 of these big old things of eggs. Those are going to be my best friend. Some of these, and we might even do, I saw over there the cheese, and I was just thinking to myself, we might do like tomato soup with like these with cheese on it. That might work for a day. Let me see 3. Oh, there is 4 there. You guys ever leave anything in the vehicle? Oh, I'm trying to remember, like, how many did I get of those to make sure that nothing got left in the vehicle? 3 of the Brussels sprouts. That will just be 1 meal, but that's a treat. We like those. I was thinking like maybe Brussels sprouts and steak. Yummy. Okay. Yeah, what am I pointing at? Carrots. So we got 2 of these carrots. Those are perfect with some dressing or some peanut butter or anything like that. And then some cucumbers. Remember, sweet pea, I've tried to make things so beautiful for her and give her so many options. And honestly, she's like, can I have a salad with some meat on the side? Okay, that's fine. That's low carb. Yes, you can have that. So most of the time she's just eating a salad with whatever she wants. She can have whatever she wants, like at the meal that we're having, but she always has salad as an option. So she could have butternut squash soup, and I would just like account for that. Whatever we're going to eat for supper, I allow her to have that, but she also always has the option of having salad or having salad as a side. So that's kind of how we're doing things at this moment. She usually chooses just salad. Okay, this is real life. This is real life. See, we just shoved everything that was on the table down to the end. I did not buy any of this today. This is just my mess that was already on the table. We've been working on embroidery with the kids. I've been quilting by myself, working on Christmas projects. I'm embroidering on these things right here. Look, I was doing some computer work. And oh yes, we might have a calf pretty soon. Yes. All right, so Black Forest ham. I got 2 of those. Those are for the egg cups. And then pepperoni like that. I thought I might try maybe 1 and 1 for the egg cups. We have not tried those yet, or we haven't tried them for years. All right, so now we're going to talk about meat. I have a lot of steak in the freezer. As you guys saw, I did tons of the cow and everything. Most of it went into steaks. But today at Sam's Club, they would have had a ton of markdown steaks for a really good price. So if you're buying meat, look for those stickers, okay? Look for the stickers that say, hey, I'm on sale. And grab those. Another way is buying cases of things. And so, excuse me, I need to actually drink water, but I'm gonna try to horse it out here. So I have used, remember when I made those chicken pizza casseroles? I forget, did I take you guys along with that? Yes, I did. Okay, so I made those chicken pizza casseroles so that I would clear up my old chicken so I could can new chicken. So I needed to get some new canned chicken. So I planned on doing 1 case. This is 1 case here. So each case was $98. So I did 1 case. Each of these packages is $6. And I forget the price. It's on the box itself. The price is actually lower if you do it like this, but it would be, if you were just to buy 1 package, it'd be $2.68, which honestly, for our area, that is so cheap. Yeah, I'm dealing with this chicken, okay? I'm coming to the realization that I don't have chicken in my freezer, and I normally would buy organic chicken, but yet there's so much going on, like even in the organic market, like how organic is that chicken really? So I'm kind of like, I'm gonna save money here and plan to grow more birds next year than I did last year. So that's where I'm at. Okay, so I was gonna keep 1 and then can 1. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do because I don't have very much freezer space. So I know I'm definitely canning 6 of these. I might be canning 12 of these. We'll be doing that tomorrow because these are gonna go on top of my freezers most likely while I figure things out. I gotta see how much is gonna actually fit in my freezers. And then the chicken thighs here. These definitely need to go in a freezer because I don't want to can these because these are bone in. So this is cheap. This is $1.28 a pound. Alrighty. So that's what I thought I was getting for meat. I was pretty excited about the meat deal. I mean, wouldn't you be excited about the meat deal? I don't know, for me, those are really good prices. So actually I gotta show you one more thing before I show you that. I did get 100 pounds of rice as well. 100 pounds of rice. I mean, everyone buys 100 pounds of rice, don't they? So I have the 100 pounds of rice. I was working my way through rice as well, so I was using up what I had for rice. I decided to go ahead with the 100 pounds of rice, and then I may end up buying some wild rice, but I may end up getting that, I'm not quite sure, next month. I don't know. We're trying to do not very much rice anyway. I think we only have 1 meal throughout the week that would actually be rice. So the super hot deal is my turkeys. Oh my goodness, my turkeys. So I went in unknowingly into Walmart, and all of a sudden I'm looking, and there is, I planned on getting a ham. I was thinking that I would cook a ham and a turkey. We do like Christmas on Christmas Eve with my son and his wife and my mother. And so I decided that I was going to do like a ham and a turkey, and then we would just have like that already cooked and then just pull it out kind of and do like platters like that, which is not in this grocery shopping. I'm going to go shopping just for vegetables and stuff for that after. I'll explain that in a minute. So I went to go get a ham, and the yeah, I can think. And the hams were, how much were they? $2.98. I think the hams were $2.87, she says. I was thinking $2.98. Anyway, two something. It was like $27 for a ham. But right next to the hams, they had turkeys. And I thought that I was like seeing it wrong, so I had to actually look at the tag, because it said the turkeys were 50 cents a pound. And there was case upon case upon case of turkeys. And I'm looking around like, nobody's buying these turkeys. Why is nobody buying these turkeys? So apparently they had way too many turkeys from Thanksgiving, so they all got marked down. So they got marked down and nobody cared. Everyone's just like, oh, it's past Thanksgiving, I'm not gonna buy a turkey. Turkey and chicken pretty much taste the same, so you can use turkey like in any of your casseroles that you want to. You can eat turkey and just, okay, let's just do the math on this. To buy a package like this of turkey is going to be $8, $9, $10, $11, $12 depending on where I am, just for a package of turkey that's a pound of turkey. And I could cut the breast off one side and that would equal like the same amount that's in one of those containers. So, want to see what I got? Woo! Look at all those turkeys. I ended up getting 13 turkeys. 13, well, I was going to get 12, and then for some reason I felt like I had to have one more turkey, like it's really going to make a difference. You know, one for every month of the year, but really I was thinking, oh, I guess I'll can some of that as well. So I don't really know what I'm doing for all these turkeys, but I really don't have room for all these turkeys, so I'm doing something with it, and it will be worth it. So, look at this. Look at the prices on these. Are you kidding me? This is almost 16 pounds of meat for under $8. I mean, where can you get that? These babies are frozen, so even if they were left out, they would last quite a few days. Probably what I'll do is I will probably put these in laundry baskets in my garage, and that means that I can take care of and decide what I'm going to do with those before I worry about those. Yeah, I'm crazy. I know. This is how I do things though. I see a good sale, I stock up. Now you don't have to be as crazy as me. Like I understand, like I've been doing this for so long. I kind of know like, hey, it's no big deal for me to can like 30 pounds of something or 50 pounds of something or, you know, whatever. But for you, if you saw that sale, even buying 3 turkeys, like you would save your family so much money. And then think of it like outside of the box. I'm sorry, I had too much coffee, so apparently I'm gonna just burp all night. So all these turkeys here, if you just think about it, if you just like let them all thaw out and cut the breast off and then like cooked it down, you still would have like a ton of meat that you could freeze in Ziploc bags instead of taking up like the amount of space that they would take up as a whole turkey. You could have broth, you could make soups. There is so much that you could be doing, and that would save you so much money. So don't think about like today. I know so many people are like financially strapped right now. That's why I was so surprised when I'm in the store and like all these people, you can just see it like in their face that like the holiday is just like totally getting them down. And I wanted to like, you know, have like a blue light special or something. Okay, if you know what a blue light special is, leave it in the comments below. Yeah, so that might just be showing my age. Yeah. So I felt like blue light special, ding, 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 ding. And I wanted to share with everyone, like, does everyone see that they're 50 cents a pound? And nobody was buying them. They were so focused on, I need to get dinner tonight that they can't see everything. And I want better for you guys. I want you guys to like be able to see where there is a deal and stock up on that deal and use that deal like to benefit and to bless your family, because God made me a steward of my family. God made you a steward of your family. And just to be able to see these things and use his money wisely is just a beautiful thing. Okay, so things are going to be different. Everything's going to be different lately. So we're finishing out December. I'm going to tell you there's going to be so many cool things happening in January. So I don't know, separated stores wise. I forget what I actually spent separated stores wise, but I do know that I have $402 left from my budget. So what I will do is right before Christmas will be, I'm looking at the calendar, right before Christmas will be 2 weeks. So I'm going to allot myself $200 for that week. And then the following 2 weeks, I will give myself $100 each week for those weeks. And then we'll be back doing a grocery haul, but I don't know if we're going to actually do a grocery haul. I might do weekly. I got to figure it out. I might do weekly, but I need to try to plan a menu for January, but let's just worry about today. Okay, I did get toilet paper. You guys saw that I got toilet paper. So this is not included. These things that I got are not included in this one broke. I burnt the motor out. That's part of my household budget that I have, not part of my grocery budget. I allot myself, usually, unless there's something that comes up, $100 each pay period. So $200 a month for household stuff like toilet paper. Okay, so that is it. Are you guys finding any good deals? Are you struggling? I was actually struggling when we were in Sam's Club trying to figure out, like, there was a couple things that I hadn't had on my list that I needed, and I grabbed them, but I was thinking, okay, where am I going to cut back in order to do that? And it just ended up working out, and I'm just so thankful. I prayed last night over the grocery budget, and I think that that's important too. And God can stretch whatever he wants. He can show you the sales. He can like present things to you that are just like so amazing that you know that were like meant for your family. And I just feel like incredibly blessed today by those turkeys, by the meat that I got here, because those were like the needs that I had. It seemed like anything that I was wanting to stock up was just available, and he can do, he's a miracle maker, right? Like he can do whatever he wants, right? And I just think that it's important to be, and I haven't mentioned this before, to pray over your shopping trips and to pray over your budget so you know where you should be spending your finances, because they're not really ours. They're ours, like it's just temporal, right? They're really, everything is his. So we just need to be a good steward of that. So let me know what's going on in your grocery stores, and let me know down below if you know what a blue light special is. And let's get together while we can the other stuff in a couple of days.